What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about the 10 plus unlocks from completing episode 2 of Raids. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and let me know down below in the comment section, have you joined the group over in COD 2.0 yet? You can feel free to join my group, the Bomb Shelter, which is almost at about 1,000 members strong. And along with that, today with the mid-season 2 update, they also dropped the new party queuing feature, which makes it even easier to go ahead and party up with some folks, to go ahead and do the new raid with, play multiplayer, Warzone, DMZ, whatever the case is. You can go ahead and join that group anytime you want. I know sometimes there's a bug where you can't even find the group when you search it. Not sure what that's about, but also with that being said, today I posted a full in-depth guide on how to complete the new episode of Raids. That video is also linked down below in this video's description. It's a complete walkthrough of every single puzzle and every area you're going to experience in the brand new episode. With that though, if you guys are like, wait, how do I access the new episode of Raids? Well, I will say this. There was a weird bug when the mid-season 2 update dropped where you would see 2 Raid episode 1s at the Spec Ops menu. One of them was actually episode 2, but the thumbnail and information about the episode was incorrect and was a copy of episode 1, so that probably threw a lot of people off. But as of right now when I'm recording this, that has been fixed, and you can see very clearly at the menu Raid episode 2, 1, and the veteran versions for both of those modes as well. Also, as an important overhaul to Raids altogether, you no longer need a Raid assignment to access either of the episodes. When the first Raid came out in December, you had to do a certain challenge in either multiplayer, Spec Ops, or Warzone to gain access to a Raid assignment. A Raid assignment will give you 1 week's access to the episode, and after that you have to do another challenge again in either one of those 3 modes to get a new assignment. But with episode 2, they've removed that system entirely, which is fantastic because COD 2.0 for some reason has a bit of a gatekeeping issue, as you've been seeing with Building 21, where you have to access the map by doing something specific, right? Getting a key card. Then you can only play that map on certain days and a certain amount of times based on how many key cards you have. So luckily Raids no longer suffering from a weird issue like that, and you could just play these episodes freely if you just own Modern Warfare 2. But speaking of that, if you don't own Modern Warfare 2, as of tomorrow, March 16th, there will be a free trial period for the game itself, which does come with the first episode of Raids, which is a great opportunity to kind of get started with how Raids work and to get your hands on some of the free unlocks you can get just by beating the episode a good 7 or 8 times. So there's a cool opportunity right there for those out there that might want to consider buying the full version of the game to now try the second episode, which just came out a couple of hours ago at time of recording this. But they also went ahead and announced a Raid episode 2 sweepstakes thanks to HyperX, who's going to be giving away a gaming monitor, gaming headset, a mic, a keyboard, a wrist rest, almost a tongue twister there, a gaming mouse, and an RGB mouse pad, all for a value of about $1,000. In order to enter that giveaway, it's quite simple. Just click on the link down below in this video's description, follow COD, like their post, and reply with hashtag CallOfDuty_Raid_sweepstakes and your favorite Task Force 141 operator. So really cool to see for those out there that need a bit of an upgrade for their gaming setup to better suit some of the future Call of Duty installments, which are fairly demanding on a lot of our hardware. Now, with the launch of our mid-season 2 update, they also updated the UI with a really cool new feature showing all the rewards you can get by completing each episode of Raids. So going to episode 1 real quickly, you can see right there the gas operator, the 7 items in a random order. One of those, of course, is a blueprint, and you have to beat it 7 times completely to go ahead and get all those rewards. Of course, it's just RNG as to which ones you're going to get every time you beat the episode. And there's, of course, 1 guaranteed blueprint from beating it over on Veteran. So again, you can get all of that content for free if you don't even own Modern Warfare 2 by taking part in the free trial period from March 16th to March 20th. So there's a cool little update right there to the UI just to help you keep track of what you didn't get yet for beating the raid. I know when the first episode came out, I was like, wait a second, you have to actually manually go through every category in the game to see if you have a certain item, right? If you forgot what you had unlocked if you beat the episode before. So this is a really helpful update for the UI, since again, the COD 2.0 UI could use significant improvements. But they've also added an 8th reward for beating the first episode of Raids, which is the Pure Poison Weapon Camo. You only have to beat the episode 1 more time. If you already beat episode 1 up to 7 times and you have all the other rewards, upon beating it the 8th time, you'll get this brand new camo. And I think it's a great idea that they went back and added an additional reward for beating the first episode. I guess because of the free trial, it makes sense to show the episode a little bit more love. Kind of the equivalent of seeing a zombies map get updated where a new side quest gets added in a couple of months after release. No one's complaining about that, right? Content is content, even if it's not the prettiest camo in the world or the fact that it's not animated. Still something cool to go for when completing these raids. But by completing episode 2 of Raids for the first time, you'll get instant access to the Bad Boonie Operator skin for Captain Price. There's also the Raid Bundle 02, which released earlier today, and that features the High Rise Price skin, 2 weapon blueprints, a charm sticker, loading screen, and 10 stars. We'll circle back to what those stars mean in a second, but this bundle does cost 2,000 COD points. Now, by buying the bundle and beating the second raid at least once, you'll get the all Gillied Up Price skin, as you can see on screen as well. So in total, 3 Captain Price skins came out today, and 4 total exist. The 4th one, of course, is through the Vault Edition that you would have got by pre-ordering the game a couple of months ago. Now we also have the new loophole just for the second episode alone. So for the first 7 times you beat the raid, you'll also get one of the following rewards. We have a flick loading screen, the Golden Discovery animated emblem, the Dead Eyes loading screen, a Raid Season 2 weapon charm, the animated coordinates emblem, as well as the Golden Red Gaze calling card. Again, this loophole of rewards is separate from episode 1, so if you beat episode 2, you will not get any of the episode 1 rewards, and vice versa, right? It's a separate loophole entirely, which is great because I had a fear a couple of months ago that they would keep all of the loot in one big pool, so by beating any episode of raids, you get one of the random items that could be from another episode. Luckily, that's not the case. But there's also the Vicious Camo you can use on all weapons, so this is another random item that you can end up unlocking by beating the second episode of raids. So I'll give you a nice preview of the camo thanks to, again, the events category you can see during camo selection. And I do love this system, right? I absolutely love the idea of getting universal camos that you can use on any weapon of your choice by doing something like extracting in DMZ or doing a challenge in Warzone or now beating a raid. Absolutely loving that idea, since I think people out there find a lot of value in a camo unlock more than a charm or a loading screen or a sticker or whatever that case is. A camo that isn't even the prettiest could still hold some more weight than any of the other cosmetics that I listed, which I think the community out there is really happy to see. Now, tonight's video is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan. Did you know that you don't really need a lot of money to hire a lawyer? Well, if you're injured and don't know where to start, Morgan & Morgan has your back. Submitting a claim for an injury doesn't have to be a tedious process. With Morgan & Morgan, there's no need for you to visit law offices and sit through timely consultations. You can submit a claim and have a lawyer review your case with just 8 clicks or less from your mobile phone. Morgan & Morgan has modernized the injury law process, making it easy to submit case details, sign contracts, and upload any documents all from your mobile phone. You heard that right, you don't ever have to leave the couch. You can even text your attorney during the duration of your case. Now, if you're ever in an accident though, you want to make sure you do the following. Make sure you're okay, file a police report, contact your insurance, and guarantee that you have legal representation. Now, you can check out Morgan & Morgan with the special link down below, and thank you to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring tonight's video. Now, for completing the episode on the veteran difficulty, you'll also get the guaranteed triple threat mini bag blueprint, which does look pretty sharp. Again, I'm not expecting blueprints that have tracers or reactive elements or even mastercrafts, but to see a blueprint unlock for doing something as difficult as extracting a bunch of weapon cases or beating a raid on a high difficulty, it's worth it. I mean, it's a pretty cool looking blueprint. Let me know how you feel about it down below in this video's comment section. You only have to beat the episode on veteran once to get this blueprint, like I said, but on regular difficulties, when you have to beat it at least, 8 times to get everything else, including the actual camo. So hopefully that makes sense for those out there that might be confused. This is much better than the blueprint you ended up getting for beating episode 1 on veteran, so I'm happy that they're improving how the cosmetics work in this game, and they've improved across the board, right? Even in the item shop, bundles you actually pay for also are significantly better than the ones we were getting over in Season 1. Now, to add to all of this, they also confirmed today that every single raid completion will grant you with a weapon XP token, so just that extra reason to go ahead and do a raid in the case you already get all 7 or 8 rewards for each episode. Weapon XP is weapon XP, could definitely come in clutch at those moments where you're like, damn, I just needed one more weapon XP token. Well, take the 20 to 40 minutes to beat a raid and you can get one for free. So yes, realistically, this is a guaranteed way to farm weapon XP tokens. Even if they only last 15 minutes, that's still better than nothing. But you guys are like, DK, the triple threat is not the only blueprint that got added here with Raid Episode 2. What about the Beast Maker weapon blueprint? So that's actually a mystery as of right now. I'll make a separate video when this gets solved. With my luck, they're probably gonna solve it as I'm posting this video, but I'm gonna guess either by collecting all intel or doing some type of side quest in the second episode that'll grant you access to this weapon blueprint. I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna work. It does say classified in terms of how you unlock it. It could even be possible you have to beat the raid all 8 times and then you get this, although I doubt that. Again, I'll be making a separate video and even a short about this when it does get solved, but it's cool to see that they're not only adding in camos now as raid rewards, but even additional blueprints for doing things besides just beating the episode, but possibly even doing a small side quest that I kind of talked about a bit in a previous video, right? There was a side quest in Raid Episode 1 involving dog tags and grabbing them in a certain amount of time. That granted you with just intel. So to do something difficult or tedious like that and to get a blueprint makes a lot more sense to me here for the raids experience. Now, for those wondering what's going on with these Spec Ops kit stars, and again, Spec Ops kits are really important. You can obviously level them up by beating regular Spec Ops missions or by earning stars by doing the raids. And there's obviously daily and weekly challenges that allow you to unlock even more stars. but unless you do an exploit, it'll take you many months to max out all of your kits. So if anything, there's a small pay-to-win element in a sense by buying the raid bundles specifically. There's only 2 so far. Those will both give you 10 stars each, and that's 10 stars for each of the kits here in Spec Ops, not just one of them. So if you guys out there didn't really level up too many of your kits, you can get a 10-star boost by buying one of those bundles. And if you buy both of them, you'll get 20 stars for each of the kits. So if you already had bought the first bundle a couple of months ago, you'll automatically get those 10 stars added to your account today, and you get the other 10 stars instantly upon buying the second raid bundle, which just went live for Captain Price. Now, I'm not going to say the kits make that much of a difference to where it's make or break for the raid, but they're certainly really helpful and allow you to have the smoothest and probably the most fun experience possible when you have additional armor plates, right? When you're running assault, or if you have a bunch of self-revives and a revive pistol as your field upgrade by running medic. It definitely makes the raid a lot smoother, and wouldn't be surprised if more Spec Ops kits got added in the future with other episodes of raids that release. So I'd recommend ranking these up as fast as you can now, so that when another kit comes out at some point, you can focus on that one instead. Now here's the ending cutscene for episode 2 of Adamgrad.
Clear.
All clear.
Who's broken? One piece here.
You good, old man?
And worse. On you, boss. Look.
AQ.
Who shut down? Who the hell hit him?
Someone trying to stop them from doing this.
Fucking hell. Alcatala got the warhead. Recently.
Very.
It's Alex.
Echo 3-1.
There's a lot of steel between us and you, mate. Eyes on. Done.
What happened?
Had a firefight with AQ. They killed the Reef and the others.
We know. No Rahming are home.
Captain. Sergeant. Told you you'd have friends nearby. Man of steel. Titanium. Bulletproof. From the knee down, anyway.
How are you still alive?
The commander. He spared me.
Why?
He had a message. Wanted me to deliver it personally. To you.
To me? Who is this commander?
Farah. You're not gonna like this.
Alex. Who?
Your brother. Hadir.
Hadir is in jail.
Not anymore. He wants a truce. Wants to work with you. Work with us. To do what? To kill Russians with their own weapons.
The warhead.
That's Hadir. He wants us to join him. Or turn back. That's the message.
Now, I'll make a separate video in the next couple of days talking about the story implications of Perseus, the logo for Perseus being found in some of those creepy areas during the episode. We have the return of Alex, which is great. He got reunited with Task Force 141. And we even have, finally, confirmation that Hadir is still alive. A lot of people out there were speculating that Hadir just got written off or died off screen or something. But no, Hadir is still around. Wasn't mentioned in the campaign, but is in fact a character that we're going to be meeting in a future episode of Raids at some point soon. And the fact they want to use Perseus or Russian weapons against Alcatala is also a cool plot point that could tie into the no Russian teaser we got at the end of the campaign. Maybe Makarov is tied to Perseus more than we know, and maybe that's going to be the new way to introduce that whole plot in comparison to how they did it in the original Modern Warfare trilogy. Lots of potential with this Black Ops crossover as well, but that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave all your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the 10 plus unlocks you can get for free just by beating episode 2 of Raids? How you feeling about the brand new camo, secret blueprint, everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.